this is Coach Rob. Thanks so much for stopping by. I wanted to take a few minutes and just describe a concept that we refer to in the human performance world as cryotherapy. Cryotherapy is a use of ice to handle and control swelling associated maybe with an acute injury or maybe just an overuse injury or something like that. Nothing fancy. What you're going to want to do is just go to your grocery store in the paper section. They have these small little bathroom cup size paper cups that you're going to want to use. And what I recommend is that you get about 6 or 8 of these, fill them up to the rim, and just put them in your freezer and let them freeze overnight. Okay? These are just a great tool to have available. Unfortunately, we don't like it when you get hurt, but sometimes you run a little bit too long, or maybe you twist your ankle when you're out exercising, or you tweak your shoulder, or what have you. The way that first of all, a little background on ice therapy. If you look it up or you were to Google it, it's referred to as cryotherapy, and that's the use of ice. And what you're going to be doing with this is when you get into an acute state of injury or even a repetitive, you're in a race against space and time. Okay? And what we mean by that is your body is going to send a lot of fresh blood to that area that's a little bit aggravated or has been tweaked. And that's not a good thing in regards to swelling and inflammation, because what your body's natural defense mechanism is to engorge that area with blood to keep you from going too far range of motion and creating further damage in an already traumatized area. So what you're going to do with this ice is it's already filled up to the rim, okay? And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing direct pressure with the ice on the local point of injury. Let's say I tweaked my elbow, all right? What I want you to think about is if you just take a bag of ice and you put that on a particular muscle group, particularly around joints, shoulder joint, elbow, knee, hip, it's kind of hard to encapsulate that area. Unless you're going to be able to do something like a cold plunge, which is great for below the belly button, definitely go that route, because complete submersion is the best way. However, this is better than just using a bag of ice or a poly bag of vegetables, because if it gaps between you and your skin, heat's going to get in there and you're not going to get as quick of a result as you will with direct pressure with ice, hence the cup. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel back this cup maybe 1/8 of an inch to where you get a nice flat surface. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the traumatized area, and what you're going to do is you're going to do little circular massages around that joint. Okay? Now the cool part about these is with it being a flat edge, you can kind of get a little bit of an angle where you can go up underneath a joint. Okay? You can kind of work up against a bonus process. Okay? And you'll notice how fast it's sweating. Okay? Other than the fact that I'm outside is one thing, but what's happening is with the direct pressure and the friction, it's going to break the ice down. Okay? It's going to cause it to melt. And why is that important to you? Okay? When you're dealing with ice, there's 3 stages. There's cold, there's burn, and there's numb. However, most of us will pull the ice off at the burn stage. Ice therapy, cryotherapy, is the most effective when you go all the way to stage 3, which is when it becomes numb. So a lot of times I'll get emails from someone, well, how long is too long and how long is not long enough? Well, as a rule of thumb, when this cup is filled with ice and you have your localized area, what I want you to do is I want you to clockwise and counterclockwise go through the traumatized area until the ice is completely gone. As it starts to wear down, peel more of the cup off. You still have a nice flat surface. Don't be afraid to wrap the cup around it and go back to it. You can do it, you can also do the ice therapy on a particular muscle group. Let's say that I jam my forearm up. Okay? Just have the ice run the entire length of the tissue. Okay? Remember, you're going through all 3 phases. It's got to go from cold to burn to numb. All right, and that's one of the benefits to this is it answers the question, well, how long should I do it for the best benefit, for the overall best result? You're looking at it right here. Okay, obviously, if you've hurt yourself, say you went down on the bicycle or you cross training and you hurt your left side, well, you've got one for your forearm, you've got another one for your shoulders, your deltoids, or whatever. I recognize that rubbing yourself with ice may not be the most enjoyable, but remember, we're trying to control inflammation and swelling. Now, the last thing I want to say about an acute injury or even a lagging injury, what I want you to be careful of is don't get too dependent on ibuprofen. I'd prefer you not to take ibuprofen at all. Here's the reason why. When you put ibuprofen in your body, it's masking your body's indicator that there's still pain. If your body doesn't sense its pain, you go out and you start resuming your normal ranges of motion, it may be too early. By taking the ibuprofen, you mask that pain. Pain is your body's only way of telling your brain something's wrong, please don't exercise. except for when you lay down to sleep at night. If the pain is just excruciating and you need to get to sleep, obviously that's where your body's going to repair itself the best. Definitely take ibuprofen to improve your quality of sleep. If you have any questions whatsoever about this or any of our videos, please email me directly. My email address is Robb, R-O-B-B, the number 3, @earthlink.net. And thank you so much for watching the video.